Welcome back. Another episode of the Two Monties with very special guest today, Molly.
Who's Molly? Who the fuck is Molly?
Get that on a t-shirt
No,
too.
it's funny because she's laughing because she knows.
Where's Dylan?
Yeah, she's an avid listener. She gets it.
We've got merch coming. It's very good.
Anyway,
good.
Yeah.
tell everybody who Molly is.
Molly is one half of Molly and Alex, who got married on Friday as part of the Two Monties charity wedding, and it was fucking incredible. And
Well,
Molly,
let her tell us that.
yeah, okay, true. Sorry. I think
Hey, Molly, you're going to sit here and tell us how fucking good we are, all right?
I think it was pretty damn good. But
No,
yeah,
it was very good. It was
Welcome.
funny yesterday in some episode, one of the ones we did. He's like, I said, you know, we had this great day and blah, 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 blah. And he goes, yeah, definitely in the top 5. And I go, we've only done 5, you fucking idiot. He goes, no, in all the weddings I've done. Not the ones you and I have done, in all of them.
the
And
top
I was like,
5 charity weddings.
yeah,
of all
yeah. I was
time.
like, we've only done 5.
Yeah.
How was it for you? Best
Best wedding you've ever, been a
Best
bride
wedding
at?
I've ever had.
Yeah, best
Yeah,
wedding
yeah.
you've ever been a bride at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Oh well.
No.
That's all we can ask for.
Mission
Anyway,
accomplished.
Great.
Thanks.
It's been great coming in, Molly.
See ya.
Thank you.
Thanks for the beer.
Yeah.
Highlights, lowlights.
Oh,
Hopefully
it
no
was-
lowlights.
Well, we said, and we said in the episode though, it was obviously a day of like high highs and like in emotional stuff.
Emotionally charged.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I blacked out for the whole aisle. I was
Yeah,
sobbing.
yeah,
The pictures
yeah.
are so embarrassing.
No, they're
Ugly
not at all.
crying, Kim Kardashian the whole way down.
Yeah.
Well, everyone was just rubbernecking. They were looking at you. They were looking at Dad. They were looking at you. Looking at Dad. And it was just everyone was as emotional.
It was beautiful.
As
It
you.
was
We were as
beautiful.
well. I couldn't look. I couldn't watch you come down. I was losing my shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and and obviously, I said it to him about 50 times over the night. But Sam, your brother, I thought he was tremendous. You know, like he
Yeah.
had a fair bit of weight on his shoulders. And
Yeah.
he was fucking great.
He is one of the biggest legends you'd ever meet.
As we
Yeah.
were walking out, he said to us, and obviously by the time we were walking out, it was up past 8, 9 o'clock. You know, the day had been going on a little bit by then, and he was like, "Any electrical work you blokes ever want done, you just ring us straight away. Anything you want.
Yeah.
Anything you want."
Said, no charge. It's on there.
We go, well,
You just-
there'll definitely be a charge, but we'll probably still ring you, mate. It's fine.
Yeah, look, I'll have to send him this. I'm still waiting on my air conditioners, Sam.
offering up help to us.
Yeah.
I got a heck on
I'll
already.
ring him and go, mate, remember when you said you'd do anything, like, mate, I've got a job for you. He goes, what is it? I go, go and fix up Molly's air conditioning, will you?
Oh, classic.
But yeah.
Did you have a favourite part of the day?
I think my pop's speech was so legendary. It was
Yeah.
so funny, and I think
Oh,
that
it's
just
great.
He's a really good talker.
is so funny.
Yeah.
I thought that brought the vibes back up after that cry fest of a first dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, and there, it was, I mean, you say it's a cry fest and it sounds like it was a bad thing. It wasn't
it
at all.
wasn't.
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. That was, and one of those, I honestly don't think there was a dry eye. Like,
Except
And to
for
be
Alex
honest, I don't know if you
Moorcroft.
know
except
this.
for Alex.
Yeah, he said he didn't shed a tear the whole day.
Fuck that guy. I cried. And I'll take hats off to this bloke too, because you and Alex were dancing, and he kind of tapped your mum on the shoulder and said, and the girls were ready to come on, like it was at that
Yeah.
So
time.
you were eyeballing the girls, your sister, and she
and
was
they went
about
to step
bring 'em
on, and he's given him the big bump and said,
just fucking wait.
Bronwyn, if Paul can stand up now, it would be a great time. So
Yeah.
he was the ringmaster there.
Monty.
And the bridesmaids were off me because they were like, no, we know this. We're got to go on now. And I was like, trust me, just wait a minute.
Trust me, I've done this.
And then as that's happening, I'm shielding them, and then all the cameras are on you and Dad.
Yeah.
And it was like,
It was amazing.
And then they could look to the side and see what was going down.
Yeah.
But for a hot minute there, they're like, this fucking asshole, let us dance with Molly.
Yeah.
So that was
was great.
pretty. And then as soon as that happened, and I knew, okay, there's footage there, that's happening, I was fucking gone. Like,
I watched you two dancing, and
Yeah.
I went and turned around and was just looking out the window, like stamping my foot like this.
Yeah.
And sorry, what was that lady's name that we just had?
Melissa.
Melissa.
Oh, Mel Harmon,
she
she'll
come
be
and put her hand
stoked.
over his shoulder. She goes, "It's all right. You've got a job to do. Let's go." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Thank you."
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty special, that one.
Yeah, no, it was great.
No.
It was. Look, like I
I
said,
didn't think we'd get that in. The fact that
So
Dad
good.
put in that much effort to get up and dance, he's a legend.
So good.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's-
Amazing.
A moment you'll have forever.
Look, and again, we said it. And I think I'm going to this is going to be super boring, but we didn't do it yesterday, and I think we should have. So I'm going to do it now.
Rattle through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is in no particular order, but this is all the vendors who did tremendous things for us. So Bryce Noon Photo, SJR Media. I'm not going to go through everybody's name because I'll be here for 5 years. But those guys, A Beautiful Occasion, Kazzy Music, Silent Shout Entertainment, Love Glows, Butter Cakes, Rundle Tailoring, Saving Grace by Ashley Marie. I know you said Ashley Marie was incredible for you.
Oh, she's amazing.
Also, your post absolutely blew up the comments, and they're almost all about the dress and how stunning you look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So good one, Ashley.
And she went above and beyond because she actually went. She donated much more than what she originally.
Yeah, that's
wow.
incredible.
What she signed up for.
We love to
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't expect that
No.
from anybody, but we love it. Next on the list is something called Content Killers. Not sure what they do, but Matthews Jewelers, Chic Artistry, Nowhere, which is men's barbers, Ivory State Hair and Makeup, Smile Labs. Did you get your teeth whitened?
No.
That's all right. I'll
Not
go
yet.
in. I'll go in and see Lib and do that. Beavis, Hire, Cornerstone, who you didn't go in and get shredded for the wedding. Cornerstone
No.
always put their hand up. They're very, very supportive, but I don't know that. I think we
Anyone-
might have had one couple go and
I
do
think
it.
Brody went for a session once
Yeah,
upon
yeah.
a time. Yeah.
So Ink and Snow, Leash did obviously the guest portraits at the thing. Live wedding painting, Teresa did that.
Did you have a good look at it before the end of the night?
Oh, it's stunning. We got it. It's
Yeah,
at
you got it
home.
home now.
I should finish it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the package. Is the
Yeah.
ready to go when you get there.
Oh, good one.
Bella Kate Luxury Picnics, which I think you're still going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arrow Studio, who did all our signage. Creative Booth, Paper and Stuff. Your First Dance Co. Elegant Metal. Bring the Noise, who I know we talked about. They're going to do some other stuff for you as well.
Yeah.
Champagne for Brain, 2nd of November.
Yes.
Good
I
one.
do believe so.
Puzzle
Yeah.
Man Productions. Craig did some chats at the
Live wedding
canapes,
chats.
which we've got some great footage that's going to come out there. Mezzo Catering. Anthony, I know he came home early from a overseas holiday to make sure he was there.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Monty told me. Absolute legend.
Wedding
Yeah.
planning guide, our mate Meredith, and then there's two fucking idiots, Monty something, and of course the Anchorage Port Stevens.
Yeah.
So tremendous input for all of those people. And
If we did forget anyone, sorry.
we didn't
but
forget
I
anyone.
don't
I've
think we
covered.
did.
That's the
Yeah.
extensive list, and if anybody did get forgotten,
You did
then-
forget someone.
Yeah, I know.
Miss Kate King.
Oh, of course.
Oh, you asshole.
That is awful. My wife
Wow.
chucked in
Work.
$5,000 for a travel voucher as well. So
Have
sorry.
you- do you know where you're going?
Not yet.
That's good. It's
Not
good
yet.
for 3 years.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we bought it, I was like, make sure there's a big
Yeah.
amount of time because I know they need it and they're just
Yeah.
going to take it when they can. So
Yeah.
it's 3 years, I know. So
Yeah, we've got a bit going on right now.
you've got a bit
Yeah.
going on
Need to
right now. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Stick around.
but
Yeah.
I what else were highlights for us? I thought that I'll be brutally honest. I hate the shoe game. I think the shoe game's fucked.
Oh, that
Apologies
was
to any couples out
awkward
there
as-
that I've already hired me that we're going to do the shoe game. I'll do a wonderful job for you, but I'm not an enormous fan of it. I thought it was great. On your night, it was great.
Some
So unhinged.
so rogue.
So
always
unhinged.
is, and it always is because when you get the guests to write the questions, like
It just depends on the tone, though, because I did one like recently, and there was some unhinged stuff that I was, because when I do it with you, I know you're going to do it anyway, so I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
it, let's just do it. But other times, like, you've got to like weigh up the room, and I
Yeah.
did one, and I said some stuff that I wasn't really. I'm like, this isn't going to land, and it did not.
yeah,
And I was like, I need this to finish as quickly as possible
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
But no, yours was great. It was
All I
very
remember
funny.
was Monty saying, "Who gives better head?" And I looked over and my pop had his hands. In
Don't worry, because
I
your
saw.
pop,
I made eye contact with him. I was like, oh my God,
your
I'm so
if it's
sorry.
in the video, your pop had only just spoken,
Yeah.
and then we did it, and they read something out, and it's just how I am. because that's my issue is when you're reading out wild shit, my brain just goes to like, or Nan's just sitting there, or Pop's
Yeah.
just sitting there, or whatever, and he just spoken, so I knew who he was, and they were saying this stuff, and he just was like stony faced, and I was just like, fuck, and I think I said, it'll be in the video. At one point, I was like, Popper, I've got the car running out the front, mate. You and I can leave now. Like, I don't need to be here either.
Oh, poor Popper.
But it was very funny.
That's sweet that was a highlight for you, his speech. That's good.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Oh, it was
He
great.
is
It was
a
an
legend.
excellent speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, come in. You own the place.
He locked us in too.
Fair enough.
I think
That was
just
to keep Brooks out.
the whole night was highlight. It was just
Yeah, good.
such a amazing day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we want to hear. Like
Yeah.
that's you know, and because that's what we thought. Like we walked away like pumped, going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"This is one of the best we've done. This
Yeah.
is fucking great."
Yeah.
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 I do. The vendors were amazing. Everything was amazing. I do have a pretty legendary family that bring the party everywhere we go.
Oh, you can't manufacture, like you can't turn, what do they say? Like shit into a fucking silk purse or
Yeah.
a sow's ear into a silk
Can't
purse.
polish a turd.
Can't polish a turd.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
wants the shiny shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and they were on. A few family mentioned to me through the night. They're like they didn't know how the vibe was going to be.
For sure.
What's going on?
There's a lot going on.
They thought it was going to be way more somber, and that it was just going to be so emotional.
Yeah.
And they were thanking us for bringing like the humor and the making
Well,
it
it still
light
was.
Yeah.
It was
fun.
emotional in the
And I
bits
was-
it
I was
needed to be
kinda like,
emotional.
well, it's a fucking wedding, mate. Like, of
Yeah.
course, and
Yeah.
not discounted from what's going on behind the scenes, but that's not what we're here to. We're
Yeah.
not here to dwell on that. If
No.
you're going to make some great memories today, and it's all going to be captured, and you hear from Molly and Alex,
Yeah.
and that's what happened, and they walked away being like, "Holy fuck, that was 10 times better than what we thought
Yeah.
it was going to be." So
Yeah.
we hope that was the same for you.
And everyone I love in the world was there.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Which,
That's
good.
it. That's all you can ask
Yeah.
for.
yeah.
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 Yeah. No, we were stoked that it's, obviously with all that's going on, that could all come together and everybody was there and it was,
Yeah.
all
And
the
let's be real, if it weren't for Bronwyn and Paul bidding on the wedding, would you actually have planned one in the next
No.
5 years?
As one of the groomsmen, I think, said, it would have been a 9-year engagement. Yeah.
No, that's great.
'Cause
Look,
you-
and to be honest, for what we do, like the whole story, for the reason we do it and being able to donate the money and
Yeah.
yada, 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 like we can't, it ticks all our boxes.
Yeah.
Like it makes us so happy that that's
Yeah.
how it all like pans out, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah.
Like super stoked. Couldn't have been more stoked. And even in the lead up, you and I spoke about, you guys are a bit casual and we're a bit casual and we were chasing this vendor and
I was going to...
asking
Yeah.
if you like it all up until the last minute. And I was going, I don't know what's going to fucking happen. I don't know how it's going to go.
Out of the
And
5 we've done, you're by far the most relaxed couple we've ever had because
Wait.
vendors stressing us. We can't get onto them.
Most
Like, yeah, but
relaxed.
they're not worried.
But so
just-
I was panicking a little bit, going, I don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah.
and it couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah.
It always works out.
Yeah, yeah.
One day it's not going to. But
Fuck. If just all of the married couples could take a leaf out of your
Yeah,
book.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, every married couple out there, let's get, or leading into marriage,
Yeah.
everything will work out.
And
I know.
to be fair, we knew every vendor was like the best of the best. So
and they're
we
all invested.
Yeah,
and
they're
not
all gonna
gonna
make it.
Yeah, that's it.
make it great.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like you were saying about Ashley Grace.
Yeah.
No, what's not Ashley
Ash-
Marie?
Ashley Marie.
Saving Grace, but Ashley Marie.
Yeah.
But like above and beyond. Oh, yep, no worries. Whatever
Yeah.
you want. Like blah blah blah. Like that. And that's all our vendors are like that.
It must be something to do with dressmakers because past events we've had
Yeah, great.
different dressmakers, same story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Always above and beyond. And one, she said, if we can't, if there's no bride and there's no need for a dress, we'll just donate that monetary value directly to charity. Like,
Oh,
which
bless.
actually costs more because if you, like
Yeah.
it just. So it's the dressmakers that have been involved have been fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Must be that type of person that becomes a dressmaker is
I
pretty
guess
bloody
so.
special.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, how are we looking for time, mate?
To
We've
go,
only talked for 13 minutes. Oh,
I'm gonna
good.
need a
Let's
wee.
go fucking wild
I'm
then.
going to need a wee at half time.
13 minutes. Fucking hell. What else you got? Now you got to. Now this is where
Now
you
this
get, like
is
bring
where
the
I've
magic
gotta-
now.
Any rogue stories from the night?
Oh, so
And now, so just hang on, just be clear. He's going to say that, and I love a rogue story, but he'll go, yeah, I've got this rogue story. I won't tell you their name, but they're a 6'2" man whose name starts with M, and he lives in Byron Street, Cardiff. So, but apart from that, you won't be able to recognise him. So don't implicate anyone.
I'll go full names.
Oh, good,
I'll go
great.
full
That's
names,
if you're
yeah.
Eyes on my
happy
team
to.
here.
The one that stood out straight away is after kick-ons, at the end of the night, someone comes in and said, Uncle Jason's fallen down a cliff. Did you meet my Uncle Jason? He was absolutely smashed.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Have you met your family?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
But we were like a cliff. What
What
do you
cliff?
mean?
He's up chasing koalas.
Yeah, he fell. Apparently, Arnie Donna legged it into the bush. Uncle Jason's chased, and he's fallen down a cliff. So he's got a smashed phone, smashed
What, broke his
body.
leg?
No,
Bone.
no.
Oh,
No,
phone. I
phone.
thought you said bone. I was like, holy
No,
fuck.
his phone. But he was saying he wasn't injured, but he was moving very slowly.
I'm fine.
How old is Uncle Jason?
Oh, 50s.
Old enough to know better.
Yeah.
Old enough not to go crashing through the bush in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what? And never mind. What about why did Arnie Donna go disappearing into the bush?
Oh, who knows? Honestly. Who knows? I haven't gotten that part of the story yet.
yeah. That's
shit.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is excellent. So you mentioned kick-ons. Was that in at the anchorage?
No, it wasn't. And if
Great.
my Airbnb host is watching, there
late.
was
Have you already got
there
your-
was no
have you got
kick
your
on.
money back yet? Is everything fine? Everything cleared?
I'm not sure yet.
All right.
This won't
This
come
won't
out
go
for a
out for
while.
Oh,
another
okay,
month.
yeah.
You're right.
Kick-ons were wild.
Whose name did you book it under? Not yours, hopefully.
No, Miss Bromwyn.
She's not going on any trips.
No.
Yeah, look.
That's classic.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Till the early hours?
Yeah, there was some pool table dancing. There was, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
right.
Nice one.
We
What's
should
going
have
on?
stayed.
Yeah, shit.
I hate shit like that. I never get involved in anything like that.
And you did have a wedding the next day. If you didn't have a wedding the next day, I was going to say we need to stay the day. Yeah.
1,000%. And I tell you, look, the wedding next day was great. The people were lovely.
It was no Molly and
It
Alex
was
charity
no-
wedding, though.
Yeah, there was, and it was heaps smaller, and it was just a much more low key vibe.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't the same thing. And honestly, you saying if I hadn't had a wedding the next day,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, normally I'm not involved in anything like that, but I'd like to get a glimpse of the other side of
I've
the
heard
coin.
some stories.
Who about?
On this podcast. Self-told stories.
I don't know
in
what
fact.
you mean.
No, I do feel so sorry for poor Gons having to turn the music off. That would have been a rough job.
Oh,
Yeah,
is everyone-
well,
One more song.
Yeah.
But so did the dance floor fill up?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Because it's and obviously because of circumstances and stuff, we juggled the timeline around a little bit,
Yeah.
and just in terms of generally speaking, like flow, you like the last dance to be the last thing because then you get everybody on and then it
Yeah.
just goes. But obviously
First dance to be the last thing, yeah.
Yeah, to be the last thing, and then because everybody jumps on and then it's away.
Yeah.
But obviously because we changed things slightly and Gon started playing music and there was just like 3 people out there and I was like, I don't know how to get these people
Oh,
out
I was
here.
doing cartwheels and all.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah. I stole one of Mum's friend's walking sticks, was using it as a pole. There was lots going on.
Amazing.
Oh, so good.
Oh, Gons. He's all right. He only lives 10 minutes away. He doesn't care. No, that's excellent. I'm pleased to hear the dance floor kicked off because
Yeah,
I was a bit worried
it
that
did.
it was a bit slightly just disjointed and it wouldn't have gone.
Don't you worry.
I tell you what I did like. This is unrelated to any of that. It's just me being a fat fuck. The dessert stuff. There was those little tarts with the raspberry on top. I would have eaten 20 of them.
I did not get any dessert. Also, speaking of fat fucks,
This is now going to be about me. I'll be very upset.
who ate? Do you know how much cake was left over? This much. Who the fuck ate 6 tiers of cake?
Fucking hell.
For real?
Everyone's like, I didn't get any cake. I'm like, who ate? Or like,
I can say, hand on heart.
No, I didn't have
was
any
not
cake.
me. I ate the. I never had one bit.
There was some
I know.
churros. I had a
Exactly.
I had a taste of a churro.
I was so dirty with the churros too because I've got the white shirt on.
Oh yes.
I've eaten the churros, and there was a couple of cut strawberries in it.
Yep.
And they were covered in the caramel sauce, and it went like straight out of my fingers, and like, and I was like, fuck. Oi, we got to go.
You had an opportunity there. Speaking of fat fucks.
Yeah. That's what I was getting real worried about where that was going.
Strawberry and caramel down his front.
Yeah.
No.
Fucking celery had caramel in his beard, now strawberry down his shirt.
that's my only low light because I was talking the next
Might have
day.
been those people that were trying to steal the coats.
And no one owned up.
I kept saying to Alex all day, "Oh, I'm so excited! We're gonna have so much cake. Like, there's gonna be cake,
for real?
cake in the freezer. We're
Well,
gonna have it everywhere." There's
All I can say
no.
is, shout out to Celeste and Butter. It must have been delicious.
Yes.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was
Because somebody has
phenomenal.
hoovered the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get to have like that last little bit?
Yeah,
that
I've
was
got
there?
that little bit. I had to give most of it to Dad because it's been on his mind. So
Oh, yeah, good.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, but the cake looks spectacular. And I have to say, I said to Celeste, and she came to the auction. She's been so supportive and amazing, and makes amazing cakes.
Yeah.
And she was there just finishing it up when I came in after the ceremony, and I said, Celeste, I obviously thank you fucking so much. Can't do it without you. This looks incredible. And I really do appreciate what you're doing, regardless of what you may have heard on any podcasts around the place.
Had she heard it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But she's actually got a brain and realizes that you don't hate cake makers and
No. And she's been incredible. Another vendor that
Yeah,
did an amazing job, and
I mean, you danced. Were you happy with how you went with your first dance?
yeah, but Alex was we did half and he was like, "Okay, stop.
I've had it.
That's enough. That's enough."
Hey, everyone loved it. You did so well.
But
Yeah.
I have got quite a few comments that it was really good.
Yeah.
so,
Awesome.
Which I think is incredible because was it 2 lessons and a rehearsal?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And like 2 1-hour lessons?
And
That is a great dance
to be
come out
fair,
of 2
I'm
hours
so
of
sorry,
practice.
Arena. We did fuck all practice. we tried,
I
but
think that's pretty standard.
Yeah, that's I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Look, in all honesty, obviously in our 2 Monty's gigs, there's always they've been very supportive. Your first dance co, Anne Marie there, but in the broader wedding land, when I do receptions, it's like 2% of people have got a choreographed dance, and everybody else just does the little shuffle for a couple of minutes and then calls it
I
off.
think it was great though.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And it was particularly, the old
And
dry,
especially
the
for
dry ice fog
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
across the...
And for 2 hours of your time pre-wedding,
Yeah.
fuck, you can pull
Yeah,
something together.
and so that's
Yeah.
a testament to your first dance.
Yeah,
Go, putting in the
absolutely.
work.
And also, Alex and I mentioned when we were doing the lessons, it was nice just to have that, hour of, we've
Quiet,
got
just the
2
two
little
of you.
kids.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah,
almost
yeah.
like a date night,
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
to have that little
Yeah, that's awesome.
fun thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I was going to say in the previews that Bryce sent through really quickly, there's a cracking shot of you so obviously there's the dry ice fog on the floor and you're in like a half spin and your dress is right out
Yeah.
and the fog's like whipped out around
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just such a good shot.
Yeah.
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 No. I think no shortage of great content going to come out of that.
No.
Yeah.
No, and and obviously like funny stuff, like lovely
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
but also stuff that you'll kind of treasure for
Yeah.
forever.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a
Yeah.
roller coaster, and a lot of things too that a lot of moments that you never even knew happened.
Yeah.
But also the moments that you were part of, the ceremony being one of them. You won't remember fuck all from that already.
No, the video, and that's
Could-
where videography's
Can
amazing.
you remember a line that we said? Probably not.
No, nothing.
But when you
No.
get that video, you get to relive it kind of for the first time.
Yeah.
And then so I think that's
The only
funny.
thing
Makes it
I
also
remember
worth
is
it.
mentioning, I think I said I'd do a beaties to Alex about his lolly stuff.
Yeah.
No, they're
Very
one of the
clever.
things I love because I don't know if you know this, but we take it in turns to write it, like year for year.
Yeah.
So it's his turn this year, and so he sent it through.
He's saying that because if you don't like it, it's my fault.
No.
I liked
But he sent it through, and so 2 things happened. He sent through without any context, this link to Spotify for Alex's stuff.
Oh,
He sent it to me.
But he goes, this is Alex's band he was in. And I listened to it and I just went, no, thank you.
no.
And he goes, no, for context, because I'm going to mention it in the ceremony. And then when I read it and it said, you know, with their hit songs, why am I screaming like... What was it?
I don't know what we're yelling about.
I don't know what we're yelling about.
Loud
And loud
noises.
noises. I fucking thought that was so funny.
So funny.
That's why I asked you, have you watched Anchorman? Because I asked him as well, and he was like, yeah, love it. And I was like,
Yeah.
as long as you've A, seen it, or B, your friends
Loud
have
noises.
sort of,
But I
thought-
don't know what we're yelling
Or
about.
if
and
they
loud
have seen
noises.
Anchorman and they've listened to his music, it'll still make sense.
It'll still click, yeah.
You know what I really liked? This is unrelated to any of that. Because going through the previews too, and I didn't really see it on the day, but when I saw them together, was Alex and his dad look exactly the same. Like his dad just
reckon?
looks like he's Alex from he's gotten the DeLorean and gone forward 30 years or whatever.
See, I reckon Alex's brother is this spitting image of his dad.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at his brother. I was just looking at him and his dad, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, he looks like him in like 30, 40 years.
And then have you seen our littlest baby?
Look,
He's,
Oh, yeah.
He's Alex again in
Oh, really?
30 years
Hayes
younger.
didn't even touch the sides when he was in you. He's 100% Alex.
Yeah. Look. Oh, he did. He was over 10 pounds.
Well, but to be honest, when he said didn't even touch the sides, I'm like, whoa, that's a fucking wild statement.
yeah, look.
I said when he was in, not when he was coming out.
Yeah,
Jesus.
she thought the same thing though, because she went, no, he was 10 pounds.
he was
I-
big.
If it looks like
Oh, Mr.
Alex.
No Vagina over here. Like, it's got no clue. What
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
Out through the sunroof.
sunroof, yeah.
And then that big buffhead that calls you goober, that's all me.
Oh,
I
Well,
gotta
God.
seeing he's not here, we
better-
should bring it up.
Yeah. So
We
pre-
might, and at some point we'll put
put
a
the
couple
clip
of
on.
clips up on our Insta.
But pre-ceremony, Molly's about to do first look with her dad, and you'd only just seen Brooks and Hayes before the ceremony as well.
Yeah.
So they'd been getting ready with
With Alex. Yeah.
Alex. Yeah.
And what?
So-
and also MVP Dean, was it Dean?
Who the fuck's Dean?
Who was wrangling Brooks? Oh, you know what? It's a different wedding. The next day
There was a guy
another
named
wedding.
Dean wrangling
no,
my
no. No. The next day there was another wedding
Good sir.
with another small child,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Dean was the guy who
Yeah,
wrangled
right.
this kid the whole time. And I just thought, oh yeah, Brooks had a wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it
no,
wasn't
we
Dean,
had
that was a
Hardy
different
and
wedding.
Hallie looking after the boys.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
when you saw him, he was just about clocked out from, it's obviously been a big morning for him.
Yeah.
So then I came in with the whip, and I was like, oh, this will work as a bribe. So I said, oh, mate, if you walk down the aisle, be a good boy, walk straight down to Dad, you can look after this whip for me. And there was no response. He just looked at me, pointed, and said, you're Goober! Goober! Which I Googled, and it just means fucking idiot.
but that's all he would do. And we've got this clip of him now that Hope took of him going, like she's filming him like right in the face, and he's going, Goober! I can't find Goober. So and that's why I was like, well, that's you now. That's,
And then
that's
Molly
all I'm
messaged-
going to call you from now on.
Molly messaged this morning, video with Brooks, and she said, who are you dressed like? Goober! And he's wearing a work shirt and jeans and boots, so that's why I'm wearing
don't know,
this
where did
today.
it come
He
from?
has been walking around the house with his toy snake going, this is my whipper and I'm Goober.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
You'll have to film that and we'll put it in the clip as well. That's great.
Goober. Yeah, but
Oh,
anyway, so
God,
that's
that's
for
so
everybody
cute.
out there in Instagram land or fucking wherever this goes.
Yeah.
Goober.
And nobody laughed more at it than the king when
Oh, it was
he heard
just
a
the
3-year-old
funniest
roasting
thing
the
I've-
fuck out of me.
But just from nowhere.
Goober.
Just out of nowhere. Just Goober.
And he's just so concerned too. He's like, I can't find Goober.
All right. Well,
Oh,
on that
funny.
bombshell, which we'll have to put that on the bingo card as well. Any last words?
Oh, just thank you to you two.
Nah.
You don't give yourselves enough credit for how much you do.
Because we don't do much.
We don't do much.
No,
that's
you
right.
do though. You put it all together. No one's here without you two. The money didn't get raised without you two. So
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for putting up with my unorganized.
No, look, I said to you,
You were
I
a
think you and I-
delight to deal with.
while Fuck Knuckle was ziplining through the Dane tree and we were talking, I said, if I had a choice between a Bridezilla and too casual, I'll take too casual any day of
Yeah.
the fucking week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And thank you to the amazing vendors. They really do put in so much effort.
Yeah.
And thank you to Bronwyn for putting up the cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All round.
Bronwyn. And Bronwyn, send
Bronwyn
us those
and Paul.
details, please.
Yes. She knows what that's about.
All right.
That sounds very untoward, doesn't it?
All right. That's us.
All right.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
in.
for
Thank
coming in,
you.
Molly.
Thanks for having
Cheers.
me.
Beep.
Du-du-du-du.
Du-du-du-du. You do it. Go.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Yes.
She does listen.
Listen.